Today we discuss what is TDD, what is test-driven development, what are the benefits of using this, and we will discuss this in completely a non-technical way. We'll give an example of making a cake, how you would use TDD, test-driven development, for a cake baking. Welcome back to my channel, where we talk about software development, Agile, and other project management techniques. Today, our topic is test-driven development. What is test-driven development, and what are the benefits of using this technique? So, test-driven development is a technique of software development where you write your unit tests before you write your actual code. So in test-driven development, there are 4 parts. Number 1, you write your test case. Even before writing any other code, first thing you write is your test case. And then when you run, your test case is going to fail. So the next step to this is write just enough code to pass your unit test. This means that you're implementing the functionality as simplest way possible. So you've written your test cases, you have implemented your production code, your code for actually building that feature just so that your tests can pass. Next step is refactor. You want to clean up your code, you want to make it readable, you want to document it, but without changing the functionality of that code. So refactor your code without changing the functionality and keep on running your tests to make sure that it passes. Now you know that your code is robust and is testable. And the last step is repeat. Same thing again, write your tests, then write your code, then refactor. Rinse, wash, repeat. Test-driven development has many benefits. Number 1, improved code quality. You are writing your test cases first, which means that your code is fully tested, which means it has fewer bugs. So your code quality has improved massively. Early bug detection. Because you have written your test cases earlier on, first thing, this way, if there are bugs that creep in, you'll be easily be able to detect them and fix them. So your bug detection improves massively. Better design. TDD in general encourages developers to create a more cleaner and better design of your code. It forces you to write the test cases before, forces you to think about the design of your code, which leads to a better designed application and functions and procedures within your code. Documentation. These tests that you have written beforehand can serve and do serve as documentation to say what this feature that you're about to implement, this piece of code that you're about to implement, what is the purpose of this code. So these tests serve as documentation and it helps us in our documentation of our code. Confidence in refactoring. With this vast amount of tests already written, it gives us confidence when we are refactoring our code to be able to make those changes, knowing that any change you make wouldn't break any other existing functionality. Faster development time. Even though you are writing your test cases up front, test-driven development in general has a faster time to deployment, to production, because the code you have written is robust. The number of bugs that come up while writing new features and functions is reduced because you catch those bugs earlier on. So your code is robust and your time to production is a lot faster. Now imagine you are baking a cake. In our test-driven development, writing the test cases first means that you would write down what the cake looks like, how it tastes, what flavors it has. So now these are your tests written. You know what your cake would look like, how it would taste. We can begin step 2, which is to start following the recipe. Step by step, you add your ingredients to the cake mix. After your cake has been baked and you've taken it out of the oven and you've put all the icing, then you can compare it to what you had written down in your test cases. Does it meet what you had imagined this cake to look like and taste like, what you had written down? If it does, fine, your tests have passed. And if it doesn't, then what do? We refactor. We look at it. Is it too sweet? Is the vanilla flavor too much? Have we added too much flavor, or we haven't put enough flavors in it? Then we take the feedback and we refactor our cake. And we try again baking it, making it perfect. So that is how we would use test-driven development in baking a cake. Test-driven development comes from extreme programming. There are many other brilliant techniques from extreme programming that we should implement in our team. TDD, test-driven development, is one. The other one is BDD, behavior-driven development, pair programming, all of the different ones. And we can talk about those. There's another one called more programming. There's already a video about that, and I will link that in the description and above here as well, that you can watch about what more programming is. What are the other best techniques we can use from extreme programming in our development? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, thank you very much for watching.